Welcome to H2K Infosys. H2K Infosys is a e-verify business based in Atlanta, Georgia, United States. We provide 100% job-oriented, instructor-led, face-to-face, true live online software training programs. It also includes access to cloud test lab with software tools. We provide live project for you to work on. We also provide assistance with mock interviews, resume preparation and review, and job placement assistance. H2K Infosys is trusted by so many students across the world. H2K Infosys provides world-class services in IT training with real-time project work for corporates and individuals, special IT training for MS students in the United States, software design, development, QA manual and automation, performance testing and maintenance, IT staff augmentation, job placement assistance, and tech support.
Okay. Everybody? So, any questions? Anybody having any questions? Okay, so these are the topics we discussed before, right? The test automation, planning, for you, license mechanism, prepared using QTP, then we also looked at virtual detection recording mode, context sense to low level and analog recording, special analysis, just the script analysis, that's nothing but the debugging part. Anyway, we are going to work more on the debugging part. And also, in this, we look at the virtual objects and regular expressions. We did discuss more on this object identification and the smart identification. This I'm going to explain on the object. And then in the last class, we discussed about the reusal actions, and then we are going to follow the reusal actions. So, any questions on the topic? That's what we discussed so far. Okay. Alright, so if you don't have any questions, then today just I'm going to look at this parameterization part, how you do that in a different way. Because I know like in the basic classes, we did this parameterization part in the keyboard view. So basically you're going to prepare the data in the data table. But in this class, we're going to look at that in a different way from the expert view. Because that's what actually most of the time. We're going to prepare our data in an Excel sheet, and then we are going to read that into the script, right? So that's what we're going to look at today, the parameterization part using Excel data. That's some of the practice in the different project. Okay. So now what you do is I'm going to do this. I record the script. Okay. So automation, and then so this is the application I want to record. Okay. So the record is simple script. Okay, I just did the login part, and then I'm going to close this, and then record. So this I recorded a script for just for the login. When in the expert URL you see the same script. Okay. So now, because I'm doing the parameterization part, I have to open my application multiple times. Then in that case, I'm going to use system material here. This is just I want to open application, system material object, and then run method. And here I'm going to put this executable file of my application. Okay, so properties, and then copy this value, and then paste it here. So once I open my application using system material, then I'm going to do record and run settings, select the first option, because I'm opening the application using system material. I don't want this again open here. Okay, let's select the first option. So that's how I feel like we do, right? So then the parameterization part, now I'm going to, instead of putting the data in the data table, that's what we learned in the basic class, right? Now I'm going to put my data in an Excel sheet. Right? What's the advantage here when you put the data in Excel sheet? Anybody can input the data in Excel sheet and then they can use your script. Right? So let me open the Excel sheet. And then I'm going to prepare the data here. Say agent name, and then the password. And then I'm going to input all my data. So these are the column headers. And then this is the test 1 Mercury and test 2 Mercury. In this further application, the password is always Mercury. So this way you can enter different usernames and password, and then save this Excel sheet, right? So save it. And then because, see, when you are using something, the latest versions of Microsoft Office, like 2010, 2007, so if you are using those versions, even I'm using 2010, then in that case what you have to do is, whenever you save this Excel sheet, save it compatible with 97 2003 workbook. Okay, select from this, save as type 97 2003. Because the QTP is compatible with those versions, not the latest versions of Excel. So select 97 2003 and then name this Excel sheet, say something test data, right? So name this Excel sheet as test data and save it. So we create an Excel sheet with all our data, and then the next step is you want to read that data into your script, right? So how to do that part? So here you can import the data into your script. Just one line. You're going to say data table. Okay, data table is an object. Data table dot, and then you can say import. Okay, data table dot import. And then see, data table is the object, import is the method. Okay, I'm going to talk more of this. What is an object? What's a method? What is a class? That we are going to discuss later in detail. Okay, for the time being, we just remember the here systematically is an object and the run is a method. Similarly here, data table is an object. Object contains different methods. Okay, so then import is a method. Okay, say, imagine like a car is an object, right? Say you have a title for a car. That's an object. Then you can do different operations, right? With that, you can move forward, you can move backward, you can turn right, you can turn left. So that's called different operations for the method. Similarly here, you will get an object, and then that particular object is having different methods or the operations. So data table is an object. That's nothing but this one. How you handle this data table object using programs, that's what we are going to do here. Okay. So what this system is going to do, how you open application programmatically. That's what the system object is. And run is a method that opens application. Similarly here, how to bring your test data into data table programmatically is we are going to use data table object. These are the kind of interview questions again. Okay, she's going to say, okay, how you open application programmatically. Okay, using system object. Okay. How to import data from Excel sheet to the QTP script programmatically using data table object. And then you can also say using import method also. And then, see, once you say this is the intelligence part of the Reusal, right? So basically, once you put the data table and you put dot, it's going to give all operations or the method for the special object. Then you're going to select the appropriate method. Then how do I know like which method I use? That's the question, right? So the best thing is you go to QuickTest Professional help, and then here in the index type, okay, open QuickTest Professional help, and then go to the index and type here data table to learn about what is this object and what are the different methods. You see? So at the moment you type data table, it's going to say data table object, and then it's going to say these are all the different methods. So now say you want to say what this import method is going to do, right? So you just click on that. Then it's going to display the topic and then say display. It tells like what this method is going to do, the explanation. And also they give an example. Okay? So you see, the following example uses the import method to import slides.xls table to the runtime database. Okay? So basically this method imports the specified Microsoft Excel into the data table. That's what this method is going to do. Similarly, there are different other methods for the data table object. So those are the things we are going to discuss later. So for the time being, we are going to discuss this simple example using the data table object. Okay. So this way, you can explore more what are the different methods for that object and what that object is, and then what each method is going to do, and then how to use it. We have to explain with an example. So now, this is basically called an argument. Okay, you see, after you say import, right? and then import a space, or if you can enter button, then it says like, okay, this is the argument you need to pass to this method. The method contains different arguments. Okay? First of all, object, and the object contains different methods, and the method has arguments. So they're going to explain here what is the method argument. Is the file name. File name is an argument. What is the file name? They're going to describe the file or the path of an Excel. Like you have to mention from where that particular Excel is. Okay, the location of the Excel sheet. That's nothing but the file name. So here, just we created this Excel sheet. But I don't know where is it. So let me say, oh, it's under my this now. Okay, let me save it into some folder. Understood that. Okay, advanced feature. Okay, I'll save this here. So then, once I save the Excel sheet, now I have to mention the path of the file name, right? So here you're going to say this is for file name. Let me open my Windows Explorer and then go to C Advanced QTP. That's where like you will find the test data Excel sheet. Right? So copy this part and then again you have to mention the Excel sheet test data. Okay, test data dot XLS. That's it. So once you do this line, it's going to import the data into this data table. And then you can use the data, right? So here you're going to put what is this is the agent name, right? So even if you look at the Excel sheet, so this total line is trying to do the agent name. So here you want to read data from data table. How to do that programmatically is, so there are different ways. Like if you feel difficulty to do this coding, even you can do from the keyword view. Okay, either way is fine. Ultimately, like you have to do that parameterization part. Say you click here and then select parameter, and then here you have to give the parameter name, right? When you give the parameter name, the parameter name should exactly match with your actual column name. Because that was the agent name, right? So you just mention the same thing, agent name. This is nothing but the column header from your Excel sheet. And then that is the parameter name. And then click OK. Even if you select a few, you see this kind of thing. Data table, the agent name, and that's all. Okay? So this way, you can create the parameter. Even if you want to do that here in the expert view itself, you can do the same stuff. The data table, you can write it the same thing. The data table, and then you can copy paste this thing. And then, so this one should be the column name from your Excel sheet. That is the password. This way you can directly do it. Data table, and then the column name from your Excel sheet, and we are going to say even you need not mention this one. That's understood by default. Going to take the global sheet. So we are going to talk about a little bit on this global sheet and this sheet later. Okay, so so even if you don't mention this data, this sheet, that's fine. Just you can say data table, And then we are going to mention the column name with the name and the password. Okay, so what we do is let's try to run it and see. Let's explain. Okay, before you run the script, make sure this Excel sheet is closed. Otherwise, like what happens is when you try to run, if the Excel sheet is open, it gives an error. Because these are sometimes like the real-time issues. So you should be aware of that. You see what it says? Data table.import operation failed because the particular Excel sheet is open. You see, this Excel sheet is open, that's why it's giving this kind of error message. So make sure the Excel is closed before you run the script. So let's stop it. And then let's try it one more time. And this time I'm going to just debug specifically explain like what happens at each slide. Okay. So I'm going to put a breakpoint here. Okay, just click on this gray area just to see like line by line or what is happening. And then I'm going to run the script. Click on this run button. Then click OK. Alright. So now we just select this line is executed. System.run. That's what you see the application is open. Okay. So you see the application is open. And now because you put a breakpoint here, the red dot, and now you see there is a yellow arrow mark on top of this red button. That means the execution is stopped. This is the status, it is on break now. And now if you want to execute line by line, then if you look at here, step into, these are basically different debugging options. So we are going to explore the other debugging options later. So for the time being, we are going to use this debug option. The best way to debug the script is using the shortcut key. Okay, so what is the shortcut key? Is F11. It means you are going to press F11 key on your keyboard. If you keep press F11 key, then what happens is it's going to execute line by line your script. That's why now you see like what happens at each line in your script. That is the debugging. Just to make sure your script is working fine. That is the intention why we debug the script. So if I press F11 now, you see that particular line is executed. This line is executed and the cursor moves to the next line. And again it is waiting there. And then now you see like what happens because this line is executed and in the data table you got the data from Excel sheet. You see test 1, test 2 and this is what exactly what we mentioned in the Excel sheet. So you got the data now and then again press F11, it moves to the next line. And now you see it imports the first source test 1 into the agent name. Right? And if you press F11 again, then it will import the password. And now it is waiting here on the 8th line. So press F11 again, it wants it the OK button. So this line is executed. Right? And then after that, F11. Not F7, it is F11. So if you look at here, it's going to show the shortcut key, F11. I don't know, who is this user 111? So please log in with your name. Okay. So here, now the application is open and your cursor is waiting against line 9. Again, I press F11, then it follows the application. And then what happens? Your application goes to the next iteration, right? So now again the cursor goes here, the first line, and your the second row is selected. That means it's going to use this data now. And now if I press F5, it's going to execute the whole thing. Okay, if you want to remove this breakpoint, you click on this gray area. Because you know, like, okay, your script is working fine. It's all like right. Now you remove the breakpoint. Just click on that on top of the red button. The breakpoint will go away and press F5. Or you can also click on this run button. Okay, run shortcut is F5. You see, the tool is F5. Again, you can see run F5. Either you can press F5 function key, or you can also click on this run button. So that's quick execution. So now it's going to use the second row, and then okay. So that's how the script is executed with all the iterations, and that's like your iterations are fine. Then what is the main advantage you get with this kind of say Excel sheet? Say tomorrow you want to test your application with 100 agents. With 100 agent names and passwords, right? Then what happens? All you have to open is open this Excel sheet. Open this Excel sheet, and then you're going to input the data. So let me open the Excel sheet. Okay. So this is the Excel sheet. And that's why like the maintenance is easy, right? So now I'm going to import, hey, I want to test with different data names and passwords now. Okay, so I have more number of data names and passwords. All you have to do is just input your data here and save it and run your script. Okay, you need not make any modifications to your script. Your script won't change at all. All you have to do is input your data in this Excel sheet, save it, and close it, and run your script. So that your script is going to run with all this data names and passwords. You see, you got all the data now. And then your script is going to work for all these things. So that's why your maintenance is easy, and even tomorrow just you go on a vacation for a couple of weeks, right? And somebody wants to run your script. All they have to do is just open this Excel sheet, input their data, and then they make use of your script. Because they use a script kind of script. So that's what I select here. That makes the other people's job easy, and you will get a lot of appreciation. Because when the other people also like they don't know about anything about QTP, but they can use those scripts. Okay, so that way this kind of flexibility, maintaining the and Excel sheet makes job easy, your side as well as other people will be happy. Alright, so any questions? See, now it's working for all those data names and passwords. So you see, you take it for all those 7 things, and then it provides the result. Okay, whether all those 7 regression passwords. Okay, so tomorrow just if you have 100 data names, all you have to do is open the Excel sheet and then input all those 100 names and then run your script.
So many of our students have given testimonials on how our training programs are. You will find them on kudzu.com and on our website h2kinfosys.com. On our website h2kinfosys.com, you will also find more detailed information on who we are, the courses that we offer, what each course covers. Also, if you're interested in a demo program, please register on our homepage on the left-hand side. Just give us more information about yourself and we will send you a link for a demo class. The demo class is absolutely free. Experience our commitment by just attending an orientation workshop at no cost. Our team of faculty and advisors are here to guide you with the right information. If you still have more questions, please feel free to call us. Call us at 770-777-1269. This is a United States number. If you're calling from the UK, call us at 020-337-17615. You can also email us at training@h2kinfosys.com or h2kinfosys@gmail.com. Thank you for watching our videos. We wish you a great career in information technology.